Hello, my lovely people. Welcome to God's Lost You channel, the home of news. If it is your first time of stopping by or coming across this platform, you are highly welcome. Here we react to all forms of videos, local, international, especially what is happening in Nigeria. If you like what you are watching, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notification. Here, we do not preach hate speech, misleading information, or violence. We are only here to inform, educate, sanitize the members of the public. And we also use this opportunity to appreciate YouTube for this wonderful platform that we are using. Okay, my people, let's go straight to this video. After watching, it is very, very important for you to drop your opinion, your idea in the comment section so that people will, through your own idea, form their own opinion. Until I see you again in my next video, I am here. We are watching this together. Thank you, and I give credit to my brother.
State of emergency, state of emergency, state of emergency, state of emergency. Number 1, River State. Number 2, Osun State. Number 3, guess the state. Nigerians should expect more than 3 state of emergencies under this Tinubu's administration. I repeat, Nigerians should get ready for more than 3 state of emergencies under this Tinubu APC administration. At least before this first 4-year tenure, this first term, Nigeria should expect. Breaking news: tension is said to be on the rise in Kano State as the tussle over emirship is taking a new dimension. Both Alhaji Muhammadu Sanusi, the 16th emir of Kano, and Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero, the 15th emir of Kano, have indicated interest in holding the 2025 Salah Durbar in the state. The Salah Durbar is held at the end of every Ramadan fast. A Hausa culture is held every year. So the emir would be the ones that will organize this Salah Durbar. But we have 2 emirs in Kano State. Guess what? Kano State belongs to the NNPP. The party, the Kwankwaso party. Kano State belongs to the NNPP, not the APC. Mind you, Osun State belongs to the PDP, not APC. Mind you, River State belongs to the PDP, not APC. So we have the first state of emergency in River State. We expected. Just recently, shops were burned in Osun State. So we're expecting the magic that APC government under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu wants to perform in Osun State. Now the next point of call should be Kano State. Nobody's praying for state of emergency or crisis in any state. But we know that when politicians want power, they create an environment to get that power. When politicians, especially Nigerian wicked politicians, when they want power, they do by all means to create a crisis that will give them that power. 2 emirs, one is being supported by the state, the other is being supported by the federal government. Who is going to win at the end of the day? As we speak, their fate lies in the Supreme Court verdict. If the Supreme Court today make a pronunciation on who is going to be the emir, that person stands as the emir. Like the way Supreme Court told Fubara, we need to accept these people are not, should resume. Supreme Court made their statement and everybody kept silent. So this Kano State emirate issue, it is dependent on the Supreme Court. The governor of the state, Yusuf, is supporting Sanusi, the 16th emir of Kano. The federal government is backing Ado Bayero. That of the governor and that of Ado Bayero, that of the governor and that of the federal government, who is going to have the upper hand at the end of the day? The Supreme Court will make a mention, and then we will know who is going to challenge the Supreme Court. Don't forget, the federal government has influence. I've said this before. If you ask me any question about who is the head of the executive, I'll tell you it's Tinubu. Who is the head of the legislature? I'll tell you it's Akpabio. Who is the head of the judiciary? Me, I will write in my exam paper, Wike, Nyeso Wike. These are guys that are controlling the system. I look at it as they are bastardizing the system. So in Kano State, we should be expecting in the months to come. This current Salah Doba, let's see who will be the one. Salah is going to end, I think, Sunday. This Sunday. Let's see who will be the one that would hold the 2025 Salah Doba in Kano State. Is it Muhammad Sanusi, according to speculations, who is being backed by the governor? Or is it Ado Bayero, who is being backed by the federal government through Ganduje, the popular Gandola? Ganduje, the popular, I know I'm repeating it. Sometimes I wonder, when I say APC, you join APC, you're not supposed to be a Christian. You can be an Isheshe, you can be a traditional worshipper, whatever. But Christianity that we are looking at, being an APC, who is the person that is the chairman of the APC? And who is the person that has been accused of fomenting crisis in this Kano State? The same Ganduje, Gandola. Who is the person that has been fomenting crisis, have been accused of fomenting crisis in River State that we just had in state of emergency? Is Wike. All these guys have affiliation with the APC and the federal government at the federal level. So we are going to see the crisis. I used to say that if you are going to declare a state of emergency in northern Nigeria, it is usually different from southern Nigeria. Northerners have boasted, although Jonathan declared a state of emergency in northern Nigeria, but not as the way Obasanjo and Tinubu declared state of emergency in southern Nigeria. So let me see if APC wants to take that state, because that is the main focus of the APC, take over all of Nigeria. When PDP was at their prime, they boasted 60 years they are going to be in charge of Nigeria, the biggest political party. I think that is what the APC is replicating at the moment. So let's see what's going to happen in Kano State. Now let's go back to the history of this Doba. Every time we talk about the Fulani, we know why we are talking about the Fulani. Look at this. Historically, the Hausa owned the kingship in Kano. Historically, the Hausa owned the kingship in Kano State from 999 AD, 999 AD until 1805, when the Fulani took over after the jihad. Fulani took over the kingship of Kano from Hausa people. Gigirigi 1805. To show you that these people have come a long way. These Fulani guys, they have come a long way. They are consistent. They can be patient for centuries. But they will have to achieve their aim at the end of the day. Generations unborn will take over from them and consistently applying the heat and carrying out their assignments until they succeed. And what is their aim, total aim, according to their grandfather Uthman Danfodio? You will dip the Quran in the Atlantic Ocean, taking over the southern part of Nigeria. They are not satisfied with the north, especially this Kano. When I tell you that the Fulani are the ones that have taken over everything in Kano State, you understand from this. The Hausa ruled for 806 years, while the Fulani have held it for 220 years till today. So who are the emirs of Kano, who originally belonged to the Hausa people? The jihad has taken over everything. So Fulani change of government is jihad. When they come to your place, they are calm, they are easy, they are friendly people, they are spiritual people, they are obedient people. They want to get your favor. They will fetch water for you. They will become slaves to you just to take your land. When it is ripe for them to do so, they use their jihad. After they have used religion and all have you, after they have infiltrated and permutated and manipulated the system, when they see that they are having an upper hand, they run the jihad. So this is the history of this emir, the emirship Hausa. Somebody was asking that question. Is the Hausa of Fulani who owns the kingship of Kano by historical fact. So they brought the fact. Is so as we speak, the APC is threatening to take over Kano State. Every key state in the regions, in the Middle Belt, they have taken over the key states in Middle Belt. Now, Kano State, in the South, they have taken over River State. Now it remains Kano State. Key political base. So every key political state, Kano is very, very key. If APC can take over Kano, and see, one thing I tell people is that as a Nigerian voter, under this current system, your vote do not really count. Telling you, what the establishment needs to do is to take over the structure, the leadership structure. Then the leadership structure can do any other thing. Look at what Wike did for APC in River State. Some people were asking, saying they were surprised how Wike was able to win the presidency for River State. People's blood were shed because somebody wants to achieve his personal interests, wants to secure his empire over the empire of the people. The greatest office is the office of the people. But the case is different in this situation. The case is different in this situation. So for Kano State people that are bragging that the current regime under Tinubu cannot be able to declare state of emergency as they would in southern Nigeria, let's watch what's going to happen. Ganduje is bent on making sure that he converts Kano State his own base. Ganduje has been making mount for a very long time, and he has converted Edo State to APC. He has done other things, but it would be a shame on Ganduje from the APC quarters. It would be a shame on Ganduje, him not being able to convert his own base to APC. So state of emergency, number 1, River State, number 2, Osun State, number 3, Kano State. Osun State now, you see the crisis there. See the crisis. You know, things are happening. Shops were burnt of recent. One thing or the other, Adeleke has asked the youth, don't be used to destroy your state. You don't need any tension. Don't allow politicians create crisis in a state, and they will hide under the guise of whatever English they are going to speak to you to deceive you. Now, former Foreign Affairs Minister and Governor of Jigawa State has said that it is a disgrace to Arewa and our founding fathers that Tinubu's son came to Sokoto and Kano to share cooked rice. If you look at this video, he was speaking Hausa. Most of us don't understand Hausa. It is a disgrace to Arewa and our founding fathers. Your founding fathers means, who are they? Is it the Fulani? I don't understand. That Tinubu's son came to Sokoto and Kano to share cooked rice. So these northern politicians, I don't know what may be the reasons why they are saying all this, because I don't see any difference in what Tinubu has done than what they have been doing in the past. It is their stock in trade. Telling you seriously, it is their stock in trade. I don't see what these guys have done differently from what Tinubu is doing. It is a template they all created. The elite in the north intentionally make people poor, put people under poverty, intentionally, so that they cannot rise and speak up against the establishment in northern Nigeria that has impoverished them and enriching themselves, their family members, and their allies. See, governors will share goods, governors will share wheelbarrow, some federal lawmakers will share tire of bike as empowerment. Look at empowerment to people in northern Nigeria. They have been sharing things worth less than what Tinubu has been sharing, and they are coming to gaslight. I told you, these politicians, they are nothing to write home about, and I blame the people because the people are a reflection of the politicians. Anywhere you go that you don't see outcry, people are okay with their politicians. Just know that the people are a reflection of the kind of leaders they get. Look at Kogi State. Look at how these Kogi people defended Yaya Bello. Kogi State, they defended Yaya Bello. And this is just happening before our eyes. So you don't blame the politicians. It is the people that allow those things to happen. And we as Igbo people, usually we are just a warring tribe. We don't usually take nonsense. We blast our leaders. That's why they say Igbos don't have a leader, because they blast their leader. They blast them. But this unionism, this one Nigeria, some of this attitude of not holding your leaders accountable has rubbed off on other people of other regions. Some people in their region, they tell you that protest is haram, and we are in one Nigeria, mixing together, sharing ideas, getting involved in cultures. So some of the useless attitude of some people have rubbed up on other persons, not only Igbos. So the North, initially, they don't use to hold their leaders accountable. They will use religion and put them under subjugation, as sponsored by the Fulani. As sponsored by the Fulani. Nothing more than that. I've told you, name me 4 politicians, top politicians in northern Nigeria. This clique that have taken charge of the political space in northern Nigeria are Fulani. The way they used in putting house under bondage, that is the way they even use in putting every other person under bondage, using religion. You don't protest. You don't protest. They use religious leaders after oiling their whatever, after settling most of them. They use them to stop them from protesting. So what do you expect? You are coming out to speak is a disgrace. Are you okay? It's a disgrace for Tinubu's son. Why did they reject it now? We know the price of an average northerner now. See, under the Tinubu regime, a lot of things were revealed. A lot of things were exposed under this Tinubu regime. We now know the kind of element we have as politicians, as people. Some people will have gone to the grave as honorable men, but Tinubu came and exposed these guys. Nothing, no integrity, no honor, no legacy. Someone was writing that the legacy Akpabio left in Akwa Ibom is that stadium. Godswill Akpabio Stadium. That's the legacy somebody left for people in his state. I laugh. Somebody said the legacy. So what legacy has these good for nothing northern politicians left for their people in northern Nigeria? What legacy? Like one APC supporter is saying that Akpabio, he left legacy of building a stadium, while Awolowo left a legacy of education, was not tied to a single building. The legacy is replicated, was replicated in the attitude, the lifestyle, and the achievements of most people you see today. Created a political united the South politically, gave them ideology. But somebody's legacy, I don't know whether we understand how to use the word legacy very well. Somebody's legacy, Akpabio legacy, is building a stadium. Make me understand. Make me understand what Akpabio, what legacy is. Okay, I built a building now. It's not legacy. Or is it the impact of that building in the lives of the people you're a leader over? Look at Umahi. Okay, Umahi's legacy is the airport. He built the airport in Ebonyi State. Airport that is, we don't even know what is happening in the airport. They are holding church services in the airport. Airport, you see children running up and down as if it's a market square. So that is Umahi's legacy. Somebody will just sit down, use his brain, and tell you legacy of a person is stadium. Akwa Ibom. Look at the Human Development Index of Akwa Ibom people. If Sheitunumu Kairas go that place now, they will want rush and die. The people are useless. But you as a person, just build monuments. I've told you, go to Lagos Island. Some buildings in VI are empty. People cannot occupy it. But somebody build those things as legacy. It's become useless. People are not using it. So use your brain. You went to school and they ask you, you tell me that Akpabio, what Akpabio did, he built a federal government project. What Akpabio built, Abi, is legacy. No wonder the politicians are taking us for granted, because the people who get sense for this country is less than 1%. People who get sense. Stupid people with suit, stupid people with master's degree, stupid people with PhD, stupid people with professors. If you are not stupid, why is it that Nigeria is, with all your education, all your whatever, your knowledge you have accumulated, the older generation, why is it that Nigeria is still as it is today? Is it the young people in Nigeria? No, it is the older generation. With your degree and everything, with all your, you do all your buga, you could not fix any sector of the society. No one sector was fixed by any of this old generation. Single sector, nothing. You could not fix anything. Nothing. Fix nothing. You come out and be bragging. APC will do this. PDP will do this. Labour Party will do this. None of you, since the history of the country, was able to fix anything. I'm ashamed of you people. Should I be ashamed of Northern, the people in the North? What concern me and them? They have signed their fate now. They have decided that they would never be developed. They have decided that Kano State has one of the highest. When you talk about educated people, Kano State, one of the highest in Nigeria. One of the highest people with PhDs in the North. Kano State is as educated as every other state in the southern part of Nigeria. Kano State is as educated as every other state. And you allow your politicians to run rogue on you, use your brain, and you come and be bragging. I this. Shame and shame. State of emergency, number 1, Rivers State. Number 2, Osun State. Number 3, and not the least and not the last, Kano State. Let's watch as the drama keeps unfolding.